joining my third video on you and your mental well-being matters this Christmas. Those of you who haven't seen this video, on the 3rd of December 2021 on my radio show Mindset Matters, I shared some insights on tips on managing your mental health and well-being during the festive season. So you can pop over to anchor.fm/Zinat-Nurani MSM. Right, the festive seasons can, as I've said many times on my previous videos, be a joyful time and a happy time for so many people, where you may be connecting with them through celebrations, drinks, dinners, whatever they may be. However, please remember, this can be a very challenging time of the year for others, through the feelings of obligation, overcommitting, not having the social plans in place, routine disruptions, and even more so, the feelings of loneliness and isolation. And of course, we know that this year the pandemic and last year has not helped circumstances. And moving forward at the moment, we know that Christmas is still uncertain. So there's lots of ups and downs that can affect our moods. Now, back my previous videos, video 1 and 2, I shared tips on reframing, and I talked about permission slips. So how can you be your best friend this Christmas, this festive season? Also, I talked about boundaries, thinking about what your schedule is for Christmas, establishing those important boundaries to help you with your well-being. So if you haven't seen them, please do go back and check out those video posts. And with that, continue to share, like and comment. And I would love to hear your tips on how you manage your mental well-being during festive seasons and Christmas, in supporting people, but also in supporting people who may be going through mental health concerns at this time. Okay, so looking after your mental health, tip number 3. But once again, before I dive in, just to let you know to please follow the latest pandemic guidance on what is allowed within your local area and how to keep yourself and others safe. So check out what the rules are in place for Christmas. Okay, tip 3 is about actions. There's no point having tips, tools and strategies if you're not going to take action. So what self-care and day-to-day activities can you keep doing? What actions can you take? So number 1 would be, the most simplest thing is, sit in the garden or go to your local park or the woodlands, wrap up nice and warm and get a brief sunny boost of sunshine. There is nothing more refreshing than a bit of fresh air and a bit of space where you can be mindful just by being in the outdoors. 2, this brings me on to meditation and mindfulness, which I spoke about earlier on in my videos. There are lots of different types of ways to meditate and be mindful. Find one that works for you, but truly take time and immerse into this process to gain the real benefits from it. Meditation and mindfulness can do absolute wonders for one's mental well-being, especially when you're feeling anxious, stressed, overwhelmed or even lost. It's a great way to ground yourself to the earth's energy, to get those positive vibrations. Thirdly, self-love and self-care. Find time for yourself to take a long bath or go on an errand. Just having 5 minutes to yourself can be so helpful. Number 4 brings me on to keep up with your self-care routine. If you've been doing exercise, your sleeping routine, socializing, volunteering, walking outdoors, just keep those going as much as possible. Now 5, if you struggle with sleep, stick to your routine as close as possible, because things can go out of the window during the festive season. Number 6, if you can, spend time doing some charity or community work. This helps to get your mind off the negative critical thoughts you may be having and allows you to immerse in rewarding actions and thoughts and feelings. Number 7, ask someone to keep an eye out for you. and to check in on how you are doing. There is nothing wrong with asking for support and getting someone to check in on you. This is one of the bravest and most important things you can do and ask for. And importantly, to remember, you are not a burden to ask of this. 8. Finally, create your own experiences and happiness. Be indulgent, pamper yourself. Remember, think of this time as your rest period. And again, truly know that you deserve this time. So I hope that this video on actions has given you food for thought. And now, as always, all I ask is for you to take action intentionally and consistently. And continue to share your thoughts about this video by commenting on how you get on. And don't forget to tune in for my 4th video, my final video on planning. What do you want to do this Christmas? I'm Zinat Narani, a well-being and mindset coach of Vida de la Mariposa Coaching. Empower yourself to live the life you desire by finding and forging your path through the darkest of times so that you can shine your light.